All right, so let's get into the 1TC classical fighting opener. And this is for Raw. This is a very oppressive strategy, mainly used against Norse, can also be used against Atlanteans and Greek even. It just depends on the map, right? No, it doesn't work the best against Egyptians, but there are cases where it can be useful. But this is against Norse mainly. So the strategy is what I like to call the Wadjet Strangler, because you're using Wadjets to strangle your opponent. And it's pretty simple. Doesn't take too much to do. This is something Mista also did in his Genesis tournament run. So the starting 3 villagers, one of them will build the monument with the priest. The pharaoh with the 2 villagers will go on to berries. I like berries, but you can also just go onto your hunt, personal preference. This for Raw, this is the same bonus, doesn't really matter. So you want to get this monument up, and the villager that goes builds the monument goes to grab 20 wood from a straggler tree. And you continue pumping villagers onto food until you have 7 total on food. The reason you want to do this is so that you can stack that food up quickly and you don't have to worry about hitting the timer for the age up. We use the priest to just do some scouting in the meantime. You don't really need to empower the monument quite yet. I usually like to empower it as I hit 3 villagers on gold. So after getting the 20 wood, you want to grab the wood villager and stick him onto gold, build a mining camp there. And then once you have 7 on food, the 2 other new villagers will go on to gold. So pretty simple build order. So we're just going to wait for them to come through. Oh, there we go. And one more. And as the 3rd one comes out, you can swap your pharaoh onto the monument. At the back of this, you know, as soon as you get the gold income, you want to be throwing those obelisks down whenever you can. So what I like to do is do a quick loop around my base to see if there's a play for a second TC. If my second TC is really, really good, I might call off the strategy and go for a 2 TC build instead. But in this case, my second TC just had some hunt, no gold mine. So I thought to myself, you know, 1 TC opener can work really well. So the first obelisk doesn't really matter. You should put it forward. And then the next ones should be towards your enemy and their base. But yeah, after 7 total on food, you want to put the rest on gold. After the 3rd villager on gold, you want to have a house builder. A dedicated house builder is always good to have, especially in a game where you're planning on going 1 TC. You can safely secure your base with the houses, as well as just keep yourself defended. Egyptian houses are free, or yeah, some of the buildings rather. But yeah, so you want to go on to 6 on gold. So 7 to food, 6 to gold, and then you want to build the remaining 2 villagers onto wood. So we're going to end up with 7, 3, 6. So we do take 1 villager off. We're going to advance at 415. And we are taking 1 villager off of food, placing it on wood. This is very important so that you can get your second Wadjet out as soon as possible. This will defend you from any type of cheese, as well as give you what you need already, which is Wadjets, right? But yeah, keep building houses around your base. You can also at this point grab yourself Hands of the Pharaoh and an additional priest to help you with the map vision. You want to aggressively place obelisks around your opponent's base so that you know where he can rotate to. Because you do have shifting sands that you can always catch them off guard with if he were to move out with villagers. But yeah, the most important upgrade is pickaxe, obviously, and you want to get that as soon as you get the mining camp up. We get through classic, we throw down double barracks. For starters, double barracks should be more than enough until you get some more villagers. And of course, you want to keep hunting inside eat every single food you can inside your base. This is good because your pharaoh is empowering everything. You don't really need, the thing about raw is you don't really need to step outside your base. You can safely do this. So add new villagers onto gold, pump spearmen out. If you're against Loki or Norse, throw some axemen in there and you'll be in a really good position. So we already got our second Wadjet. The wood is coming through and we're going for our third Wadjet. So around 5 minutes, 15 seconds, you should have 3 Wadjets and 6 spearmen. And this will win against pretty much everything. You always have shifting sands to get out if you do get surrounded by heroes, but you should most of the time be fine. So from here on, you want to just keep on building your houses, keep on distributing your villagers in a good way. You should also add some priests to your army. This way, if they do take damage, you can always back off, heal them up, and go again. But yeah, you want to gradually keep adding Wadjets. You want to gradually keep adding Wadjets to your army. Keep your spearmen coming, and you can ascend. Even you can eventually add some slingers as well. If you're against Norse, after a while, you know, you're out of favor, you have some extra wood, you can get that, get some slingers in to deal with the throwing axemen. But you also have a second monument to keep that favor income coming. But yeah, this is basically the 1TC opener I would use against Norse mainly. And it's really, really strong. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you guys have any questions down below.